Hello, good morning, students. Today I am going to tell you about the very famous popular story of R.K. Narayan, a great, the greatest novelist, storyteller of India. The topic's name is An Astrologer's Day. An astrologer, the person who sees the fortune of the people and tells about his future. How does the writer describe him has been discussed in the story. First of all, I introduce myself as Dr. S.R. Bhargav, Associate Professor, Department of English, and introduce the writer, storyteller, R.K. Narayan. Full name is Rasipuram Krishnaswamy. Krishnaswamy is one of the three leading figures of early Indian literature in English, along with Mulk Raj Anand and Raja Rao. He is the greatest among the other three, Mulk Raj Anand and Raja Rao. He is credited with bringing Indian literature in English to the rest of the world and is regarded as one of the India's greatest Indian English novelists. The setting for most of Narayan's stories is the fictional town of Malgudi, first introduced in Swami and Friends. Malgudi. Malgudi is the imaginary town setting in his novels. His narratives highlight social context and provide a feel for his characters through R.K. Narayan's An Astrologer's Day 242 everyday life. How the writer, how the storyteller tells about the social context and characterization in his story. He has been compared to William Faulkner, who also created a fictional town that stood for reality, brought out the humor and energy of ordinary life, and displayed compassionate humanism in his writing. William Faulkner was also another writer who talked about imaginary town. And as we see, William Shakespeare also describes imaginary town Belmont in Merchant of Venice. Narayan's short story writing style has been compared to that of Guy de Maupassant, as they both have an ability to compress the narrative without losing out on elements of the story. Guy de Maupassant is also another writer. In comparison, the comparative narrative technique has been done in his novels, stories. With this book, Narayan created Malgudi, a town that creatively reproduced the social sphere of the country, while it ignored the limits imposed by colonial rule. Malgudi town, imaginary town, has been presented as a social sphere of the country. Malgudi also grew with the various socio-political figures of changes of British and post-independence India. Malgudi is not only a town, it is also presented as a character who has been changed from before partition and after partition. Full name Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Narayan is one of the best known of Indian writers. He was born and brought up in Madras, began by contributing articles to a city newspaper. When Punch accepted one of his pieces, he embarked in earnest on his career as a novelist and a short story writer. His writings portray the Indian ethos, remarkable simplicity and humor. He created the fictional world of Malgudi. He is also known as a winner of Sahitya Academy Award 1960, Padma Vibhushan 2000. He was nominated for a turn in the Rajya Sabha. His novel, The Guide, is his popular novel, has been made into a popular film. Narayan also wrote essays, both personal and general, and an autobiography, My Days 1974. A travel, My Dateless Diary 1964, and retold Indian epics and myths, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, and gods, demons, and others. Now we come to the theme of the story. Astrologist. The theme of the story focuses on a single day in the life of an ordinary astrologer who suddenly faces past life in the present drastic situation. How the situation of the character astrologer has been presented as an ordinary life. The story has a twist in the tale. The otherwise adventurous less life for the astrologer suddenly poses a grave problem from his past life and demands alertness to tackle the situation. How the less adventurous life has been shown in the story. The story arc in Narayana's Astrologer's Day describes the single day in the lives of the sleepy town of Malgudi. Single day. How the story starts from morning and comes to an end in the evening. Only a day has been described. The story also deals with the darker side of human nature with its hypocrisies, shrewdness, revengeful nature, and selfishness. In this story, we see the pessimistic, darker side of human nature. People are hypocritic, shrewd, revengeful, and selfish. The characters in the story are no exception to these qualities of human nature. Unlike William Shakespeare's characters, Arkinard's characters have a human appeal. Finally, all is well that ends well with the astrologer coming out with the flying colours in his examination of befalling his opponent. How there is a change in the personality of the astrologer, saving his life and also show to it that he doesn't face the man again in future. Summary. The Astrologer's Day is a short story which deals with a day in the life of an ordinary but fake astrologer. How the simple life of an astrologer has been presented. The setting of the story is town with Malgudi in South India near to Madras. It is not a story of contemporary times but pre-independence times. So the story appears as before the partition of India. The story opens at the midday. This is the time when the astrologer opens his business. Half time of the day has been gone and he comes on the top noon to open his shop. The writer describes how he begins his business. He removes all his professional equipment like cowries, cells, charts, palmyra, writing, etc. He is also dressed typically like an astrologer to attract customers. The uniform, the dress he wears, he puts on has been presented as a simple or attracting people. His forehead is bright with sacred ash and vermilion. His eyes are assumed to have a prophetic light by his customers. Customers come to him to ask their future. He wears a saffron turban. Thus the astrologer presented himself so perfectly that he was consequently a point of attraction for all the people. So in his story, we see the characters, individuals as well as types. The writer describes the path along the town hall park where the astrologer sits to lure his prospective customers. He carried on his business under a tamarind tree on all the town hall road. He sits there to attract the customer. The path was the right place to carry on his business as it was amply crowded with different trades and traders like medicine sellers, hardware and junk, magicians, cloth sellers, etc. Other shopkeepers were also there to mingle with him. Next to him sat a friend groundnut vendor whose gas light enabled him to carry on his business even after sunset. It was well in the daytime, but in the evening, the dim light of the nearby vendor gave him some light for his business. The astrologer was a shrewd person who hardly had any knowledge of astrology. So he seemed to be a less known person to astrology. He just made a guesswork when people approached him. He used to run his business on the guess. He had to work hard to earn his wages. He had absconded from his native village since he didn't want to continue the traditional occupation for his forefathers' farming. He was not interested in farming and left that and came to join astrology. He never had any plans to return to his native village. He did not want to go back to his village. He was a mastermind at analyzing human mind and psychology, Arcanard's an astrologer day. His strong perception made him diagnose the exact problem of his customers. His customers would finally leave satisfied. He closed his shop for the day when his neighbor groundnut vendor blew out his light. He started his business on the noon and ended at the evening. On the day under description in the story, the groundnut vendor left and the astrologer was packing up his wares when he located a man standing before him. Suddenly there came a turning point in his lifetime when a new stranger, familiar looking person came to him to ask his future. He perceived him to be his prospective customer. When the astrologer invited him, he posed a challenge before him and his astrological science. They have a deal between them. The man gave him an anna and asked the astrologer to answer his questions. And if he doesn't answer satisfactorily, he will have to return the anna with interest. At the same time, if the astrologer is able to answer the question satisfactorily, he would give him 8 annas. But if the astrologer fails, he would pay double amount, that is 16 annas to the man. So there is a dealing between the customer and the astrologer whether to satisfying him or not. Thus the deal was finalized between them. The astrologer prayed to the heaven. Then suddenly the astrologer denied the challenge and requested the man to let him go. The man said that he will not let him give in. He holds him in his grip, thereby making the astrologer shiver. Finally, the astrologer realized that he is trapped and has no chance of moving out. The man turned out to be a criminal by profession. The astrologer shivered and unwillingly accepted the challenge. He started telling him about some woman, but the man was not satisfied and stopped him. He had a single question, that whether he would get what he was searching for. The man promised the astrologer that if he is satisfied with his answers, he would pay him rupee. The astrologer prayed a few incantations before replying. The astrologer began with his prophecies by saying to the man that you were left for dead in the past, and a knife has passed once on your chest. The man was excited at this information, since he had really faced it. After he got wounded, he was thrown into a well nearby to die. A passerby saw him and rescued him. At that is how he was saved from dying. The man was waiting to revenge the culprit who had attacked him and was in search of the culprit who had tried to kill him. The only thing which the man wanted to know from the astrologer was if he can find his killer. So the astrologer faced the challenge whether the person was asking who was the killer of him in his past. The astrologer instantly replied that the culprit had died 4 months ago in a far-off town. The man was disappointed to hear this. The astrologer identified the name of the man before him as Guru Naik. He told the man that his village was a 2-day journey to Arcanard's and astrologer's day north, and warned him to go back from and never to travel south again. He asked him to return to his hometown immediately, as his life was in danger if he failed his hometown again. The man replied that he left home just to search the culprit who had tried to kill him, and was interested in knowing if he had died in a worst way. The astrologer satisfied him by informing that the culprit was Christ under a lorry. The man left after giving the astrologer a handful of coins. The astrologer too winded up his belongings and went home. So it was a very critical life for him. The astrologer's wife was waiting for him worriedly, since he was unusually late that day. The astrologer flung the coins at his wife to count. They were 12.5 annas in all. She was extremely happy to encounter that big amount. She planned to buy jaggery and coconut for their child, who was demanding for sweets from a long time. However, the astrologer looked worried and was not happy like his wife. He was angry at Guru Naik as he had cheated him. He He promised to give a rupee and actually gave only 12 and half annas. After dinner, he shared the secret of his life with his wife. He said that a great burden of his life was gone that day. He always felt that he had killed Guru Nanak, so the astrologer had run away from his native village due to the fear of being accused as a murderer. He settled in Malgudi and married and decided that he would never return back to his native village. Actually, the man who tried to kill Guru Nanak was the astrologer himself. So he was able to make accurate predictions about him, though he hardly knew astrology. The astrologer confessed to his wife that in his youth he was into bad company with Guru Nanak. He drank, gambled, and quarreled badly one day and had a fight and had almost killed Guru Nanak. This is how life, with its unpredictable twists and turns, had created an astrologer out of a vagabond. Conclusion. Overall, in this chapter, the short story An Astrologer's Day describes about a single day in the life of the astrologer. The story has a suspense and a twist in the tale towards the end. The story also uses the coincidence factor where the astrologer is shocked and is hardly able to cope with the situation. His alertness of mind and smartness as an astrologer come to his rescue. Finally, he is freed from the burden of killing Guru Nanak. Thanks, students. You have listened the analysis carefully. Thanks for your nice cooperation. Thanks.